if you're somebody who is going to look at a error that you've made or a mistake and think that, oh man, the bank is evil for taking my money and they're charging me all these fees and that's why I'm not getting ahead, then you're never going to get ahead. That's just how it works. So I was scrolling through Instagram and I came across this ad there, an ad from Cushion.ai, and it has a kind of funny picture of a baby, right? It says bank fee is up there, and then there's a baby on the left side of the meme who only expected $20 worth of ads on their bank statement, so they're like, oh, happy, and it's like, oh, it's only $20. And then they signed up for Cushion, and Cushion detected $318 worth of fees, and now the baby is like, what happened? I thought it was only 20. Now they're saying 318. So basically, I thought, I looked into Cushion a little bit, and I thought I'd make a mindset video about this. I'm not going to use Cushion. I'm going to explain why. I'm not going to walk through that kind of thing the same way that I did with Astra, and I'm going to explain why I'm not going to do it. But I thought it'd be a good opportunity to make a mindset video about when you come across things like this. Obviously, Cushion will help you save money. It'll get money back that you've paid in fees to your bank account. But I'm going to explain why that I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to skip it and not spend any time on this app or using the service or anything like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is first just kind of like walk through what Cushion is, what it does, how it works. And to do that, we're just going to go through their website. I'm going to move over there, I guess, so you're not going to see me. But Cushion is, again, it's similar to Dave, right? Dave is another kind of app, and I might as well make another mindset video on Dave, or maybe not, because it's exactly the same kind of idea. But it's the idea based around that you're putting money with the bank is charging you fees to hold your money. They're charging you out-of-network ATM fees, monthly service fees, card replacement fees, overdraft fees, balance transfer fees, foreign exchange fees, wire transfer fees, probably interest fees, all kinds of other random fees that banks charge you. And the idea with Cushion is that, well, you shouldn't be charged all these fees because it's unfair. It's unfair that you get charged all these fees. And oftentimes people are not aware that they're being charged all this fees because they're not looking at their statements, and it's unbeknownst to them, wow, the baby didn't even know that he was being charged so many fees. So that's the premise behind Cushion, and Cushion uses AI to negotiate with your financial institution on your behalf to come to an agreement on, hey, let's just give this guy some money back, right? So you're paying them to be a kind of like a negotiator, an arbiter on your behalf. And they also have a box here for financial empowerment, because that's the thing that you have to do nowadays. You have to say that we care about your financial wellness and we think you should be financially healthier, right? So that's just like a given. Everybody has to do that. Even if you're not a financial app, one of your goals has to be financial literacy and creating an impact on people's financial well-being. So Cushion's impact, they started in 2018. They've changed their business model since then a little bit. I watched a video from somebody who did like a walkthrough review of setup. The way that they charged back then was to take a percentage of the fee that got refunded to you. They've moved to a different model now, which is a monthly service fee. They've helped people get $2 million back from their bank and credit card fees. 85% of people who have signed up have gotten fees waived, and the biggest refund has been $25,000. That's crazy. That's insane. $25,000 worth of fee. They got a good deal from this. All right. Here's a little story from the co-founder, Paul Kesarwani, on how he started Cushion, where the idea came from. He was helping his parents dispute a balance transfer fee when he himself uncovered $400 worth of bank penalties on his own accounts. So he was not budgeting. He did not build the system that we have built. So all these fees kind of went unnoticed. It was like, okay, right, whatever. But I guess it didn't really matter to him, because if he didn't notice them, it's not really important. So he had a lot of stressful confrontations with his bank and credit card company and realized that there had to be a better way. Remember when I called Chase, right? I called Chase to ask them for a lower APR on my credit card. I wasn't successful. And that's because it was the first time I did it and I had no idea what I was doing and I just gave it my best shot, right? This is a company that does it over and over and over again, so they're going to be a lot better at negotiating fees than you are, right? So that's the value that you're going to pay them for. We'll get to that in a second here, but yeah. So then he did a bunch of research and found that Americans were spending billions of dollars on bank fees. That's very true. And he decided to create a solution for it. So pretty nice. This is the team behind Cushion. I guess it's a small company. Not too many people work there, but yeah, this is their investors. They got some investors. So there's definitely either a buyout strategy for this company or a path to profitability. And I'm guessing it's going to be like a buyout strategy. They're going to get bought out by a bigger financial institution. Because this is a feature. This is like a little tiny feature. This could be a small feature that, let's say, a personal capital or something could provide their customers as like, hey, we're personal capital. This is what we do on your behalf. And since you're already adding in all your accounts and pulling in all your transactions, we're just going to use the AI that Cushion has developed in order to go and fight for fees on your behalf. So, okay, I guess I would imagine, I'm just guessing, I'm pulling this out of my ass here, but I'm guessing that that's what the exit strategy for Cushion is going to be, right? So let's look at how it works. Actually, well, there was a button down there. I've scrolled all the way to the top, but there's a button down here, how it works. So you get your fees refunded. The way that it works is that you connect your bank accounts securely, of course. Yeah, if they didn't write securely, it wouldn't have been securely. And you select a negotiation package. Do we see the negotiation package down there? Oh yeah. So this is the main page here. Different negotiation package based on what you want. You're basically hiring them to be your fee negotiator. Okay. And I guess I'll just talk about this now, but the reason I'm not going to use this is because to me it's like this app wouldn't exist if people were responsible with their money, if they took responsibility for them, if they built a system that we built in this series here, then this app would not exist. This app will go out of business if people start taking responsibility for the money. It's just going to be like that, super quick, because all the fees are going to eventually go away. Every fee that we get charged, whether it's going to be an interest fee, an overdraft fee, a late fee, any of the fees that we talked about, we're going to see it in our system. It's not going to be something like unknown. It goes under our noses. So they're going to have to change their business model at some point when people get better at managing their money, or they're going to have to get bought out before or something. I don't know. This is not like, to me, it doesn't come across as a thing that's going to be around for a very long time. It's not a sustainable business model, in other words. So you connect your bank and select a package. They negotiate on your behalf. They're going to have a lot more success at negotiating fees than you are if you try and do it by yourself, because they do this for a living. This is their bread and butter, right? So they're going to be a lot better at it. They're going to know what to say. They're going to know how to say it. They're going to know what to ask for. They're going to know how much to, all that kind of stuff. They're going to be a lot better at doing it than you are. So if you are somebody who's going to get like $1,000 back or $2,500 back, then it's very worth it. I would say go ahead, try it, give it a shot. The bank is going to review it, and it depends on the process that your bank has. It takes 2 days up to 90 days. So they should note, they do say elsewhere in their documentation that it all depends whether you get a refund or a rebate. It all depends on the bank's side. It's all up to the bank. Cushion has no say in it. They are basically making a case for you And if the bank decides to accept your case, then you will get your money back. You'll get a refund. But Cushion has basically no skin in the game other than you continuing to use the product, seeing that as valuable, and keeping your subscription. All right. And then you get a refund. So they have a button here, scan for fees, and they ask you to sign up. I can't think of any reason why somebody wouldn't work with Cushion. This is Bloomberg business, all right? So gives you an idea of, basically everybody is shitty with money. They can't get their act together. They're not organized. They're paying a bunch of fees, and it's a drag on their life and their livelihood, and it's impacting them in a big way. So why wouldn't you? I mean, everybody's like that, right? Right? Isn't everybody irresponsible with money? Isn't that the case? So why wouldn't Cushion work? That's kind of how it comes across. So I'm not going to use this. The reason, other than like having set up a system where I see everything that goes through my accounts, whether it's a fee or a transaction. I mean, we built the system and it works. Like, there's no need for this. The other thing is that this is something that I would spend a lot of time on, and the reward from doing it would be kind of minuscule. And here's what I mean by that. When I see a fee on my account, like let's pretend that I got an overdraft fee on my checking account. I've never gotten an overdraft fee before. So let's maybe use a late payment fee, okay? I've never gotten a late payment, but let's use a late payment fee for a credit card. Okay, and let's say that I see a late payment fee come in on my credit card, and I'm like, oh crap, what is this late payment fee? I don't like that. That's not good. That shouldn't be there, right? What happens when I see a late payment fee or a fee of that sort? What I think to myself is not like, oh my God, I need to go find something that's going to be a solution for this, or I need to go create a company or something to help me deal with my irresponsibility. When I signed up for that credit card, I signed a contract that said, we will charge you a late payment fee if these criteria are met. And I met those criteria, and according to the contract that I signed, I didn't read, right? But I signed it, and when you sign it, you have said that you've read it. I met the criteria for that fee to be charged. So for me to go and then say like, oh, I shouldn't be charged this fee, it's like I'm kidding myself, right? I mean, it's a contract, and yeah, you can go and negotiate it and whatever, but it's like you're not taking personal responsibility for the problem that you have created. You're saying, I'm going to fix it by getting my money back somehow, right? I'm going to leverage my ability to close my credit card or something, which is all fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is that if you're somebody who is going to look at a error that you've made or a mistake and think that, oh man, the bank is evil for taking my money and they're charging me all these fees and that's why I'm not getting ahead, then you're never going to get ahead. That's just how it works. So when I see a fee on my account, a late payment fee, for example, I ask myself, why is that there, and how do I prevent that from happening in the future? And I come up with a solution. Like, maybe I'll go and actually read the contract at that point, but I'll come up with a solution to say, okay, I'm going to put on an auto payment to pay my card every day on the due date, and therefore I'm never going to have a late payment fee ever again. Problem solved, fixed forever. Like, what sense does it make to pay Cushion $3 a month to, if every month it's like saying, oh, I have a late payment fee, a fee that I don't want to pay, but instead of trying to solve it forever, I'm just going to pay somebody else to negotiate away this fee every month. That doesn't make any sense to me. And that's not a good way of solving a problem. Because the problem is still there, you just put a Band-Aid on it. And a Band-Aid, I mean, if you get a scar, if you cut yourself, it's not the Band-Aid that heals the cut. It's something else. The Band-Aid is just there to protect you for a while. And when you don't need it anymore, you take the Band-Aid off when the cut is healed. That's what Cushion is. It's a Band-Aid. I get the name now. Wow. Cushion. It's only temporary.